I don't know if I've ever been like so excited for a single key. And we invising. Hopefully people won't fuck this up, man. I really hope this goes well. Thing is, this is like a much safer way to invis. Why are people not here? Why you pull Varuth in, because it's just like, come on, man. We could have fucking destroyed Varuth. Well, not a crazy start.
One of the more ruthless.
The pack died really fast, though.
Be ready.
Making sure, I don't know why I thought maybe I forgot to put the conduit in. That's really low damage considering what I was hoping to see here.
To the victor goes the anima. Claim your power, Maw Walkers.
You get that anima power first. I don't know why I did that. Okay, now we'll go over to Sagadon. Sagadon. Sagadon? Nah, don't know how you say it. Sagodin? I think it's Sagodin, right? Sagodin. Sagodin the Breaker? Breaker. Need to get to the volume pools. Yep, I agree. I was just hoping it was going to be a marked notice in single target because that is the place that it really needs to not be absolutely awful at, because obviously Death Strike's still my best single target spell. So if this is going to be like a major worse version of a single target, then it's probably not something I'll ever even consider past this one dungeon.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Sogadon Ramsey.
Beware.
Sagodin Ramsey. I get it. Good damage on that pack, I suppose. Trash Can Dawn is his name. Is that it?
Beware.
That's a funny one. Clever.
Beware.
Do we actually have a... Is a Warlock gonna get the mob?
Beware.
Takes forever to come through the gate there. Are we doing it? I guess not.
A great evil lurks nearby. Expel it with haste.
Try to teach these fucking people, man. I don't know how that's not obvious. You're doing good damage on those 2 mobs. Yeah, that's right. So goddamn easy. So goddamn easy. I agree, it's a very easy key. I have to actually fucking put the lights on. I don't know about this whole winter light thing. I don't like it. Okay. Everybody cross your fingers that we just kill this boss and have no issues.
Well fought. Now claim its power as your own.
Take the Champs brand. Fucking totally dedicated to this.
You must run. My mind betrays you.
You will do my bidding.
You must endure.
Cross them real hard, yep. You're gonna need to break those fucking knuckles. I mean, we have a great comp. I don't know about, Warlock. I don't really know how that works out, but I know Fire Mage and Demon Hunter are some of the best possible ones. Obviously, Balanced Druid and maybe Shadow Priest would have been better, but that's a little early. Why is the Paladin dying? I guess again, it's better to be early though. Like this is fine. All right, let's see it. Once you hit the autumnal equinox, the winter light curves start plummeting. Oh yeah, I had no idea. But nah, it sucks. It makes like golf like impossible. You can't. I went to the golf course yesterday at 2:45, and it was like fucking 2 hours of light. Okay, that didn't even come fucking close to. It's not even 50% health. So we got probably 3 more full phases ahead of us, which I'm fine with as long as everybody else is fine with it. It's just like killing this guy fast is the hard part, man. Like people just sit around and don't do any damage. You can already see that's happening. Like killing the Droman early or fast as. I mean, the Warlock did good. I don't know what he's on about. He was like, I'm gonna suck at this fight or something. Looks fine by me. I'm not really sure why Affliction is so bad in Raid, but I mean, it went from being like one of the top specs in the game to one of the worst specs in the game, and I don't know what actually changed. All of a sudden, everybody was demo, and I just stopped seeing Affliction in general, so I don't know. I mean, that died fast, I guess. Could have been a lot worse. Healer's actually doing a pretty good job considering they don't know how to use a spear in Necrotic Raid. Yeah, definitely one more full phase though, 100%. Big nerf to the main damage spender. Warlock? Yeah, true. Or we might get 2 less then, that'd be nice. I don't know, man, like I'm thinking like, man, this is really not compatible with doing a fast dungeon, but it's like, we had like fucking so much time in between left. Like, I think like, honestly, this might actually be fine. As long as we don't wipe. Good damage, like relatively, everything seems to go well. Okay. Has to die here though. Can't have any more phases. Yeah, pretty close. He'll be dead before anything else happens. That's not the fastest kill of that I've ever seen, obviously, but it's good enough. 4 minutes, 18 seconds. Pretty nuts. Alright, here we go. Let's start having some fun now. 2 legendaries on some classes is going to be busted. Hopefully they'll do some tuning as well. I mean, they're definitely going to, but hopefully the tuning won't be ridiculous and they won't like nerf like half of them that are good and all that. Are we not getting the other pack? That could actually just a huge issue. Oh no, it's coming. Okay. That's a bad stun. That guy really fucked us here. Please interrupt. Did somebody not interrupt that? Is there any other boss that takes that long? I don't know. 4 minutes is a very long time. That's like a fucking small raid fight. I think we'd probably kill raid fights faster than that. Blood Plague not really looking anything special, unfortunately. I mean antlers and rye stalkers. No, that's not how it works. Wait, I don't know what any of those things are. Yeah, anyway, hopefully they'll hopefully it'll be good. I don't know what those legendaries are, but you know it's only the Covenant legendary plus one other, right? Which is actually hilarious. I've actually been talking about that for like 6-7 months now, and it's like actually finally coming true. I bet a lot of people maybe came to the same conclusion, but okay, 9K on that pack. Check healing a plague. I mean, slightly better, obviously, but yeah, I would take this and be completely resigned to the fact that I'm losing a lot of offense or a lot of defense, and that's a fine choice if it actually does do a lot of damage, which we're unsure of that yet. As of right now, it's nothing crazy. I thought we'd see a lot higher, but there's still a lot more good trash forward coming up. 10K on 4 targets isn't anything awful, but I feel like I can get that regardless. I'd be happy to see the stats. Yeah, no doubt, obviously. 20 more minutes of work, that's it. Well, then you're done forever. Enjoy your retirement. Why is Blood Plague damage that low? I know, that's what I'm saying. The spell just doesn't do a lot of damage, man. It's not that kind of spell, you know what I mean? It's not meant to be like your fucking top damage. That would be ridiculous. I mean, that's why Umbilicus Eternus was so broken, because back then it was... You'd have 3 Blood Plagues up because of 3 Dancing Rune weapons, and you'd have so many targets, it's like crazy. If it did any more damage, and then there was the Legendary as well, I forgot. The Legendary made it do 50% more damage or something. So it's basically the talent. I'm basically using the chest piece right now, which is not particularly potent in this version of the game, but that's such a strange door there, area there.
Beware.
Oh, it was 300%? Okay, fair enough. I thought it was only like 50%. Yeah, the chest was a huge part of it.
Beware. 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 Beware.
You can sidestep the lick, I know, yeah.
Beware. Beware.
Also just not do anything because it does 0 damage. This way.
No fooling you.
Yeah, we got the interrupts. That was good. Yeah, that's an 11k pack there. Why does that keep happening? This one, right?
Hooray! You're almost there.
That's is doing what I expect, and Blood Plague's still sucking. It's surprising. I don't know how that's not propelling Death 2 further.
Beware.
That would have been such a cool talent if that's actually how. I love the concept, like Consecrate and Death and like Death and Decay. These are like some of my favorite spells in the game. I've always loved the idea of just like having this area underneath where you fight that's just like super dangerous and important to you. It's always been like one of my favorite things about Paladin and DK.
I want to play with you.
Beware. Beware.
One of us is. I want to play with you.
Okay, where are we? Wait, less. What are we doing? Why are we not less? Fuck.
Beware.
I mean, what the hell? That's such a fucking huge throw.
I want to play with you.
We actually like
Beware.
set ourselves up to have great lust timing, and then we didn't fucking lust for the start of the fight. Wait, what the hell? Skip the phase? Wait, how did we do that? What the hell are you talking about? What is that? I was like, why is this not happening? I thought it was because our damage was awful. I was like, it's because we didn't fucking lust. I can't believe it. What even is that?
One of us is not like the other.
Beware.
Which one? I don't know. Which one is it? This one? Yeah, it's the only leaf.
Beware.
How the hell did we skip a phase? I don't get it. There's some way some classes can do it with defensives? What?
Beware. Beware. Beware.
I'm not entirely sure, but it has something to do with spell queuing. If you put her during ball with certain spell queues, you skip the phase. Wow. Well, that's a hell of a bug. I have no idea. The circle, yeah, okay. It comes down to patty cake and soccer throw timing, does it? You feel like a DPS increase with this builds? No. Immediately I would say no. But we'll take a look at where things end up, because if Death Dew is not my top overall, besides Stygian King Barb, then this does nothing. It's hard to believe that it's not doing more than it is. Death 2 is already going to be very close to the top, so if it's not like resoundingly better than normal, then this is useless. Why is it so strange to Pug to Lust on this boss? Yeah, I don't know, but that's really fucked us. That's gonna be probably the key right there, honestly. The whole reason that I thought this was going well was because now I knew we would have Lust for the start of both of those bosses, and now we managed to not do that. So it's like, wow. Okay, interesting mistake there. That conduit is actually quite hard to get good use out of, though. You have to use blood, especially without hemostasis. You have to use blood boil a lot more than I want to use it. I thought it would last longer than this. It's only 5 seconds. Jesus Christ, it takes so long to die.
The creature is slain. Now, claim its power as your own.
Still only 2 deaths though, it's really good. Okay, good timing on that. Let's have a paladin, so that's good. That was pretty dangerous. Okay, that's just not a good death. Not what you want to see. Blood Boil is your best AoE damage. And again, I'm not worried about damage mostly. Using Blood Boil as often as would necessitate this would be a huge HPS loss without hemostasis. Okay, 20k on that pack, that's a lot more like it. That's to top by a mile there, very good. Gonna be super tight. I don't even care if we upgrade at this point. I just want to finish the key. But yeah, I'm probably not going to upgrade it. I honestly, I think that Lust error is going to be why we don't upgrade it, because this last boss is going to take like an extra minute now that we don't have Lust on the pull for it. This build is so good when there's a lot of mobs. Yeah, no, obviously. I mean, this couldn't have been a better dungeon to test, right? This is definitely the dungeon for it. I'm just looking forward to seeing the plague healing. Okay, yeah, we'll take a look at all of it. Yeah, it's a lot of damage though, 16k. I'm keeping up with actual damage dealers on these packs. It would definitely be really good if there was like content like this more frequently. It'd probably be the best. It could be in Torghast, because in Torghast you get those Blood Plague talents. Wow, how does nobody die there? That's crazy. Probably a good build for high mob density. Yeah, I'm not sure there's any Mythic Plus dungeon that offers enough of it for it to be really shining. But I bet in Torghast it would be excellent. Okay, I think we got a good chance here, guys. This is 5%, right? We're done after this, I hope. One way or the other, it's boss next. See, like there it was either Blood Boil or refresh, either Death Dew or Mirror Rend, and I had to make a choice that made the Blood Plague thing fall off. Which probably happens like constantly without me even realizing as well. Let's count, right? Please be counting. Yes, okay, cool. Alright, 3 minutes. This could be it.
Consume, devour, feast, pain, beware.
I took 2 there because somebody was standing on me. Not ideal. This guy's gonna keep standing on me, it looks like. Please stop that. What are you doing?
Shadows, pain, beware.
It's so dangerous. I don't know if I want to do that on fucking 23. This would be a good fight for this situation, though. I'm not disappointed. Yeah, it's not as crazy as I thought it was gonna be, but it's interesting. They're only battle res. Just in time for lust.
Become so much more.
I'm fucking like tied up with runes there. Try and drop D&D, but I cycled out a rune.
No avoiding this one.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough time either way. God, that was with AMS. Holy fuck, that almost killed me.
You can't escape. Beware.
Yeah, it's just nowhere near enough damage. Would this be your first 23? Now, we did Necrotic Wake earlier in the stream as well, but obviously that barely even counts. I mean, it's such a fucking freaky. If any other deaths happen, though, it's definitely a nail in the coffin. This is gonna be very tight. And that's with no deaths.
Your flesh will nourish my offspring. I can predict your every move. The lightless abyss of your psyche.
Yeah, it's just not enough damage, unfortunately. That's why I said we really needed lust on the pull. I actually totally agree with my original statement that we lost this key because of the fucking failure to lust on the second boss. It's just so silly, man. I just don't understand how that happens as a damage dealer. Like, your primary function in the dungeon is to maximize your damage, right? What's more important than using Bloodlust?
I can predict your
What else is on your mind that you're not realizing Bloodlust is available and you're not using it?
Your ignorance made manifest.
I think if everybody, you know, if we had CDs at the start with Bloodlust, the boss would have been dead enough with enough time. But we also, yeah, that's funny because we also skipped that phase that was like apparently like a good time save. Okay, well, good effort. We get maybe a point or two. We barely missed it. Man, no points. That's a shame. Well, our damage is not very high. In fact, honestly, I think our damage is down since the last time we did mists. But that is what I hope to see. Death Dew top by a mile. Blood Plague 6%, so a little bit higher than I might expect, but didn't really, that was not impressive considering I had a Conduit and a fucking talent for it. Still did that little. That's interesting. Death Dew is where I expected it though. Top damage. Relatively high margin. And let's see the healing now. So yeah, Blood Plague did about 4% of my healing, so. Last dungeon it did about 2% of my healing. So yeah, and that again is with the last dungeon we had, what's it called? The talent. I don't know. We have a bunch of stuff that isn't on here anymore. So that's all right. It beat Accretion and Analhide's Aegis and all this stuff. So that's not bad. I mean, it didn't do no healing, but you know, Deathstrike really got gimped. Let's see. Our biggest Deathstrike was only 80k. That's still pretty high. I mean, that's still pretty high. Usually it'd be like 90 to 100k. But that's also, you know, I'd say we were relatively low danger there, so it didn't really feel like we traded anything that we needed. But yeah, Death Dew, pretty good. 15% of your damage in a key like that is not bad at all. It's a relatively rare dungeon for that, I feel like. You know, there's not a lot of dungeons with that much. And your top Death Strike, yeah, healing or damage. Healing, it was 80k, yeah. So not bad. I mean, that's not as... Like I said, I usually see like 100 plus K at times, but I don't really feel like I was ever in danger like that. And then in terms of damage, Deathstrike's damage is probably way down. Yeah, wow, below Hard Strike like that. Wow. That's a pretty big loss in terms of damage. The highest Deathstrike was 6k. So it's interesting combo. The talent is Rapid Decomposition plus the new buffs to these two Conduits, Withering Ground and Debilitating Malady. It wasn't anything crazy. I mean, 6k overall isn't bad, but I don't feel like that's much higher than I would normally do. So I think it unfortunately probably just took a bunch of damage away from Deathstrike and added it to Death's Dew, and then again, Blood Plague didn't really get anywhere. So that's it. But thanks for watching. We're gonna be done today, and we'll see you guys in the next one.